Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. Hopefully you did your homework. Hopefully you look at it in 2010. Was very kind of like interesting. We end up talking about certain situations and like let me go back. That situations begin at 2010. Um, Interesting is about this that today we're going to be seeing at a very interesting energy that can bring a lot of things, but also that can bring the reason of Venus is going retrograde. That is going to be that overnight. What happened is that the moon met Venus in there, and Venus is going in retrograde. With that being said, though, there's going to be some squares towards Mars. That's going to be the moon and Venus squaring Mars. That's a feminine energies squaring Mars. Is a Mars has been not learned? Is a Mars has been under these situations? Or the feminine energies has been too weak and put too much pressures of the masculine? There's gonna be a lot of this kind of like a gravity that's gonna go through. This could be a mother-daughter situations as a karmic relations to be fixed because Venus is gonna be experiencing the same things the moon is gonna be experiencing. Basically, the love and money, which is Venus is, and intuition is gonna be experiencing the same thing towards Mars. That is gonna be triggers a lot of this mother-daughter relationships about masculine energies, about men's up, and this is gonna be a time that is gonna be this energy of the mother that it's like you know what I did back then that was wrong. What I learned there was wrong. I hope you don't make the same mistake. And now Venus is like, wait a minute, what is it going on? So this is the picture. That is the spirit of the mother, of the moon, of the intuition of the soul. But you also see in it, the moon, and it's right in here. And this is beautiful Venus. That it's represent that powerful energy that it comes in. Later on, though, the day, the moon is going to be meeting who? It's going to be meeting Chiron. Too much shifts for kind of like within 2 days. Maybe you feel a little bit overburdened. But every rebirth take its place. So the pain of letting it go and that rebirth, and it's like, did you let go of the past pains? So now we are gonna be going through this um, Moon Venus conjunctions that it squares Mars, and the Moon is gonna be going into Chiron. It's like, hey, you got reborn, but do you carry your past wounds? And this is gonna be one of the things he's gonna be coming into you, and this is gonna be that energies part that, in a way, you are going to be able to recognize the patterns of the shifts of generational moved out. Since Venus is gonna go retrograde, this is gonna be a greatest period because your understanding about power and money is gonna change. You will understand that power in money in there, they cannot combine with the love. And this is why Venus is so powerful because he brings the love in there. But if you have the love for the money, you're going to get to the power. But when you put the power within the love, you can have everything that you desire. No more, no less, but everything that you're going to need in there. When you put what? You put the love in there. But where is it the love has to go in there? In the material world? In the spiritual world? What is it, the patterns that it has been learned? Okay, you learn something, you move forward, and then guess what? Here comes in this generation. So the old thing is like, we need to go back. We need something that was not learned properly. So there's going to be a lot of this generational shifts that is going to come in. A lot of that energy is going to be pulled out, but it's the same thing as that rebirth, Are you going to be carrying the wounds with you? You should not. And that's why this reminder about today, some of it this guilt tripping and so on, that kind of like intuition is going to be going towards Mars. So it's critical not to make any kind of like premature actions of Mars in there. Use the wisdom, use the awareness of your actions. It's kind of like, wait a minute, what I'm doing, what kind of consequences there will be. Okay. It's different when you're talking that to yourself compared to, you know what, screw this, I don't care, whatever is going to happen is going to happen. I want a revenge. I want this. And guess what? That's the wrong way. So with this energy that we are going to be going, guys, be very kind of like mindful, and hopefully you got what you were looking at from yesterday. As we were talking about yesterday about Saturn, this morning we're gonna have a Saturn coming out in the horizon. That is about the teaching of Mars. So somebody's got the lessons. I think. I hope. As you see at the midheaven, it's at Sag. That is going to be a squaring Mercury and North Node and Neptune, which just comes in. They are very powerful right now, as is some of the things from the shadow. And come this divine light, it's like, let's bring in it all this in the surface. So you're going to be seeing a lot of things is coming out on the surface from personal level to all to the worldwide level, okay? A lot of stuff is going to be just all of a sudden floating, and you're like, wait a minute, what the hell? Isn't that too much? Isn't that? Well, when the garbage has been piled and is only built cover it, like nice cover and so on and so forth, in there, once is that it's covered, guess what? All these things is coming out on the surface. And it's going to be internal. It's going to be a very powerful, but it's needed. Why? Because we are going through some other place. We are going to create the future. But that is going to be needing of dissolution of the past. You see, you have to dissolve the past to be in the present, and your actions in the present creates the future. Not like you are going around and making it the future, and it's like, oh, I'm not worried about the present. Tomorrow I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do. And tomorrow comes in, it's like, okay, well, tomorrow I'm going to do what's tomorrow I'm going to do. And here is those energies that you need to pay attention. And this could be the one of the energies as the moon and the Venus are present. All right. The next hour, we seen that the moon and Venus, they are coming in. That is this squaring in there. Work relationships, public relationships, they're all, I don't have to, you're probably watching some news, you see it, what's happening in there. So you paying attention on this, all you have to do is grow up, okay? It's going to be on personal level and all the other levels in there. But midheaven, it is sextiling the sun. Basically, it's teaching the authorities a lesson, and the authority is going to be helping Mars. So don't act on those feminine energies that, oh, I didn't get the attentions, oh, I didn't get the love, oh, I didn't get my mother's love, because Aries usually chasing its mother. Those who have a moon at Aries is always chasing females who are basically like in the mother. But particularly with this, that is also your intuition where it goes. Okay? So if you've seen it, what is in your chart is your moon, and that doesn't reply towards your mother, you are very kind of like a lucky in there. Okay? But if you are seeing it where the moon it's leading you, that it's going to be telling you this is your power, this is your intuition. Okay? People who have the moon in Taurus is more focused about the material to have. Those are the people who are more intuitive about the real estate. Okay? Making money, investments, all right? If that is the Gemini, it's more about creating a social networks. If the moon is in Cancer, home, right? It's about family. Okay? family. So paying attention within those patterns right now, the moon is going to be like, okay, I understand the wounds of Mars hasn't. I taught already the things with Venus. I need to move forward. I have to go forward with this. All right. The next hour we have in the ascendant, we have Uranus. The universe created everything. Things after that is going to be coming very great. We still have this midheaven opposing Mars. Poor Mars has been going through a lot lately. But we have this Neptune, Mercury, North Node, it's squaring it in there. We have a Venus is squaring. We have the Moon, Chiron. It's a lot to handle it within the masculine energies. It's like, how can I go forward when I'm getting this negative feedback from the feminine energies? Be mindful, because if you're feminine and you put too much negativity towards the masculine will give up. You're trying to be a masculine energy towards a feminine Mars. And at some point, he can understand, but at some point, that's going to be kind of like there is a boundaries in there. And this is why I'm advising you, stay away from actions, stay away from particularly within the relationships, understand those patterns, why they're coming, because they're rising from a surface. That is the pile of the crap from the generations, okay? And you're just reborn, and you are getting into this new world of reality, and all of a sudden it's like, oh shit, it's too much garbage, that it's too much of this, that it's too much of that, that it's too much, and like, right? At the same time, things has to move forward. At the same time, things has to be, and guess who is moving them forward? Venus is moving them forward. He moves them where? In Taurus. So it's the best time for you to look at the energies and the possibilities, how to organize the things in the material world. Powerful energy with the midheaven is a powerful energies with Saturn. Right there. You secure your roof over your head. You secure the food on the table. You have everything that you need. Okay? If you need some more, you're going to make some more. If you have a business idea, you're going to get in there. If you got certain things, you're going to be. Uranus is in Taurus. Universe is in the ground. Okay? So this kind of like energy is going to be very, very powerful. All right. So here is, that is at 10 o'clock. We are going to Jupiter. Growth. You're growing these social circuits. Circuits, okay, not circus. All right, you connecting in there. All right, let's say like you picked up a certain circuit boards and putting them together, and now you're making it on a big screen. You all seen probably some of those commercials in there. But picture that this is a people, right? And now with that energies that it's gonna become. Venus right now sextiling, and the moon is sextiling this ascendant with Jupiter. This is going to be that kind of like an energy you're going to need. Okay? But you got to be very careful how you're growing it within around, because Jupiter, it is square what? The self. So right now the self, which is the sun, has a really tough time to grow. Because it's like, I did not know there was a lot of psychological crap that I need to do. I have to go through it. And you're going to see a lot of learning, since the sun is going to be meeting Saturn. We are going to go through one of the greatest wisdom that we've been seeing. Okay? It's going to be a very powerful. Those two, when they come together, we're going to have a great learning. A lot of things, but it's great learning. A lot of secrets gonna come out. A lot of secrets gonna come out. All right, 11 o'clock. Ascendant still at Gemini. We have the midheaven at Aquarius, and we have a Lilith at where? At Libra. Oh, you're gonna be feeling it. It's gonna be in the air. That beautiful energy is gonna be in the air. So as the ascendant, it's squaring Mercury, the North Node, and Neptune. There's going to be the visions that you cannot talk about it, and things about the future. You're not going to be able to see the future. It's not about you to see the future. is about to see your next step. Because if you start seeing the future in 5, 10, 20, 30, 50 years, guess what? You put in a few energies towards the future. What is the energies right now? It's you want to build the future, start building it now. This present moment. And this is going to be the vibes in there. This is going to be a setting of that energy that your mind is going to be learning how to operate. All right, it's 12 o'clock. Midheaven is with the sun, with the authority. Powerful energy of the authority to take over the warrior. Okay? It's a lot of conflicts, but as you see in it, these energies here, as we're talking about Venus, Moon, and Chiron, right now they're squaring Mars. We talk about this energy when the Mars was retrograde. Now he's direct. He's going through the same thing. Now he has to practice what he learns. Or he's just simply is going to be fighting the wrong wars in there. Okay? So this is going to be trigger a lot of cardinal issues. A lot of new things that, hey, he has to be the new things. Enough with the old. The old doesn't work out. But you know what? The authority wants the old. The sun is pushing that energy. But you're getting the wisdom that it comes from the this old. So some of the things of the old you have to keep. Some of the things you have to purge. Let it go. Okay? All right. This hour we are talking about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Midheaven. It's with the North Node. Mars wants to go to the North Node. Uranus wants to go in there. The Ascendant wants to go in there. Everyone wants to go in there. Lilith is pointing out over there. Everything he wants to go to this North Node. Of course, everyone has to fix these things here. What I've been thinking, what I'm in a process, what I'm thinking certain things wrong. What is this visions? What is these dreams? What is this learnings? Okay? And everyone is looking at, come on, I'm tired of this. Let's go to areas. Yeah, but if you're missing the lessons, things she's gonna be repeating. We have like a 1 year plus to actually processing all this. So it's not gonna be easy. Okay? It's gonna be worth it. Oh, it's gonna be worth it. All right. The thing's gonna calm down a little bit in there in a while, but the pressure over the Mars is gonna be increased. Particularly, we're talking about it. The inner work is gonna be connecting with Venus. Venus is already retrograde. She's going in a retrograde mode. The moon, it is right now between Venus and Midheaven and Chiron, and all these 4 energies, they are squaring Mars. As you see it, this energy is more putting the pressure in there. And that is the moment that you need to understand, like, I'm doing something wrong. Okay? Because that operating from the wounds in there is putting too much pressure on the Mars. And Mars is like, I cannot take it. The warrior cannot take it. And right now it's like, I need to go back. I need to revise what I need to do. And that is going to be the job of who? That's going to be the job of Venus. While the moon, it's going to be like, I need to go to Mars. I have to see. I got to be, but it takes about 2 weeks to get there. All right. So we are going to be seeing it, those energies in there, basically in a week. We are going to be seeing it, but in order to understand that energy, there, it has to be passing through another square. Then when at the moon, it's going to be opposing Mars. While the moon, it's in Capricorn, we are going to be seeing the real conflict, the real things that is not coming. Okay? We are going to be able to see it. All right? Right now, you may be only guessing. Right now, you only maybe guesstimate things, but the things is going to be rising in that horizon. All right. The next hour, the ascendant is going to be at Leo. The midheaven, it's going to be at Taurus. Some things in the material world is going to go okay. Something within that authority is going to be come out. Something with that warrior is going to be like, okay, let me focus on my work. I'm not worried about this emotions, this feminine stuff that putting pressures on me. Okay, it's gonna be kind of like this energies, and some of the females they're gonna be feel like, oh well, Mars, you abandoned me. Some of the masculine energies that's gonna be like, look at yourself, educate yourself on this family relationships. Okay, so I'm expecting a lot of problems out there within this. It's particularly that Mars is in Cancer. He can't make it the family, or he can just bring the war into the family. Okay, and that is going to be showing up the maturity. All right, that is going to bring that maturity. We're going to get divine guidance. Uranus, that it's in Taurus, and the midheaven together, they're going to be pointing out the finger towards Lilith. Everything is kind of deeply within the relationships. Guess what? Guess why? You got to be in the relationships so those things can come out. Because when you're by yourself, you know who yourself, you know how you act, you know your light, you know your dark, you know when you're angry, you know this, you know everything about, right? But when you're in the relationships and there, all the things that are not correct and not right, guess what happens? They pops out. Sooner or later, they're popping out. Sooner or later, the face mask falls off. Sooner or later, the truth is popping out. And here it's that thing that it goes on. And they're telling you, look at it right now in your shadow, healing it, remove that mask right now, get yourself your relationship straight, and the things is gonna be fine. Where the things is gonna be fine? The North Node and into the material world. What else? Right? You fixing your things, a way of talking, and you fix your material situations, and guess what? The relationship is going okay. All right. The next hour we're gonna have a midheaven with Jupiter. Ascendant is going to Virgo. We talk about this. You're trying to organize things in there, but right now there is the divine energies with Chiron and the moon. Oh, things that needs to be healed. Oh, there is this newborn pains. Oh, but they're coming from the old life. Ouch. Those are self-inflicted wounds in there. So I have to hurt myself again so I can learn not to do that, but I have to learn the pattern of how to heal. So with these energies there of that beautiful Virgo, it's gonna be sextiling towards Mars. And that is gonna be like, don't take things personally, but look within yourself. Where is your authority stays? Where is your learning that has been? And everything is gonna be pointing out in that directions. Okay, so this is the time where the intuition is gonna be speaking to the soul, as the ascendant that is at Virgo is going to be sending the informations to Mars, as long as the Mars is what? Awakened and aware. Something that had to be done at his retrograde motion. And hopefully you learn it. We talk about this. If you want to go back looking like a 3-4 weeks of the astrology reports and go listen to them there, particularly about these Mars situations. We talked a lot, we talked enough, but now it's the time for what? Time for going forward. Okay, it's time to go forward. It's time to practice it, what we did. All right, the next hour, that's 7 p.m. The ascendant is going to be with the South Node. Basically, what you had in a past life, you came to the earth about relationship. Now that cup is right. You have to fill that up in there. Okay, but there is an upside down because that North Node, it's coming towards you, while the South Node is what you've been collecting from the past. Can you go to that? Can you move forward if you hold to the past? It's not. So what you have to do inside of you is take it and put it upside down. So your South Node is going to be giving you that informations of how to fix the things in the base of the past experience that you have within you. That is going to come on with Pluto, that it's coming with Uranus. beautiful things. I remember how I did it, Beth. I got this idea. I got this somehow. I know this. It's a gift, something I know. I get it. But this oppositions in there of the ascendant and the midheaven that it's going to be square, it's too much duality. Can you trust it on that little experience from the past? Can you get it in there? Okay, that is going to be some challenge. All right. The next hour we have the ascendant is gonna be with the true Lilith. Talking about the truths there coming out. Midheaven is gonna be with Mars. This kind of like a cardinal changes. Oh, but Venus, we don't have this relationship. It's all done. It's great, so I don't want to talk about it. It is so much, and it's to a process, and it's not about process. It's to understand the part and. The energies of the inner work that it needs to be done. Okay? First you fixed your masculine, now you're going to be fixed your feminine. Mars is where? Cancer, emotions. Venus is going to go back retrograde in Pisces. What is this? Emotions. Energies and motion. Where is your energy goes? Where is your thought goes first? You see, wherever your thought goes, that's what an energy flows. And now, since you're understanding this, you're gonna be learning how to transform yourself, how to grow within this, and it's a part of the evolution. You're escaping that part of evolution, great, good. You will come back again. You don't want to learn it next time. You're gonna come back again and then again and again. Where are you gonna be put some stop on it and start doing the work of that truth? That's what the things coming out right now on the surface. Talking about lack of balance. Oh yeah, there is a lack of balance. Lack of balance with Mars, lack of balance of the masculine energies, a lot of wounds, this feminine energy that is in there, conflicts, mother-son conflicts, too much feminine energy that actually is about toxic feminine energy trying to control. And we are talking about this moon at Aries. Currently, right now, within that positions, there's a lot of wounds. If you have this particular within your chart in there, with the moon, it's been right there. That's gonna be a one heck of a mother that is just like spanks you every 5 minutes for whatever reason. You don't even know about it. Okay? And then you're gonna be aggravated later on into your family, and you're gonna be practicing that energies in a family. So be mindful about this. This is the energy at 9 o'clock. Some of you maybe the energies cannot handle it. You're going to be blowing off some fuses and so on because of the lack of balance, a lack of controlling itself, and too much to be handled. What do you need to do? Put your authority over yourself. You're learning what you are getting at in there. You trust the universe that the things is going to be for better, and start what? Communicating. Because right now, Mercury, the Neptune, and the North Node, they're all together. Okay? Talk before you what? Act. But the same thing is process the thinking before you talk and act. Because sometimes spoken words, it's like a throwing stone. Okay, be mindful with what you're talking and how you're talking and how you're communicating, particularly now. The next hour, that's going to be at 10 o'clock. The energy is going to be calmed down. You see it on your screen. All of a sudden, this doesn't have those intense aspects in there. The midheaven is going to be at Leo. It's about the growth within the love. You need to learn to love yourself. Stop looking at for the love of others and so on. It's like, you know what? I love myself. I respect myself. Getting to myself. The ascendant, though, is with Lilith. That is that energy that it's going to come in, and it's going to be towards Mercury. It's going to be towards Neptune and Pisces. And there is going to be these energies of finally getting it. Stop demanding. Stop wanting. Stop controlling. It doesn't serve any purpose. Okay? It doesn't serve any purpose. It's time to learn how to balance the mind, the spirit, and the soul here on earth. They gotta be in balance. And at 11 o'clock, hopefully you go in by that time by at the bed, the ascendant that's gonna be at Scorpio, you're gonna be like, there is something elusive, there's something underneath, there's something within this lower energy that it's there. I don't know what it is. And you're gonna be asking yourself what that is. Where is that love? What was this act? Where is this energy that it comes in? You seen it that the ascendant is gonna be a divine energies with Venus. That is it, the moment when you're gonna be like, okay, I have to go more deep within me. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I should not win this. Where did I learn this understanding? Okay, I came into this new world, but this new world, I cannot process this. I don't know how to process in that because I have not what? I have not learned. I have not putting the things together here in the psyche within yourself, so your mind's gonna be in the right place. And this is the energy of the midnight. The ascendant is gonna be pointing these divine energies. That's what I said. If you're going at 11 o'clock at bed, good, great. Because if not, at midnight, that energy is gonna be pointing out towards the moon and Chiron. Midheaven, it's gonna be at Virgo, organizing that love. You're gonna be feeling a lot of divine energies, but the pressures that it's gonna be coming in, talking about from ascendant towards Uranus, you may be angry at the universe. Don't do that. We're talking about Scorpio, Taurus energies. Okay, the one cannot exist without the other. Okay, talking about particularly Scorpios. You see, Scorpio likes to have the things of others, cooperate with others. But if your Taurus doesn't produce it, what are you gonna have? Right? You have to learn how to produce it within yourself. So with those energies, that's gonna be exactly at midnight. That was the reason I'm giving it to you. There's gonna be a lot of divine energy that gonna comes in and talk to you. So my advice is listen to your soul, but do not, I'm repeating, acting on these immature energies of authority. Okay? The authority has to learn a big lessons, which is they're coming right up. Okay? We are going to be having in about a week when those lessons is going to be start feeling it. Okay? But we're going to be seeing it. First of all, you're going to be seeing it from within yourself, but then we're going to be seeing it what's going on outside within the collective. And this is why you better learn not to act improper right now in this intense moments. Okay? And when you understand the wounds of that rebirth in there, this is like the mother gave to a birth. There is always a wound, it's gotta take some few days, right? It's the same thing. Let the energy stabilize it, and you're gonna be. All right, guys. So thank you so much for watching, and I appreciate you. I appreciate your comments, and I will see you tomorrow. Be love, guys, and a good luck. I really wish you good luck.